What can I tell you about CJ? As a diver, he could jump higher, twist and tuck tighter, and spin faster than anyone I had ever seen. But as great as he was at the pool, he was so much more.
He was special from the minute he came on this earth. He drew people to him. He was like a light. There just seemed to be a light shining in him.
I think the thing that made him most special was the way he cared about other people. Not even part of his diving, just the way he would include people in his life. I think he had close to 24 best friends. So that's kind of an interesting thing about him.
Having a person die young affects everyone, but their parents, it affects in a catastrophic way. You are not the same person. From the instant that I heard the policeman say that CJ had died, I was a new person. I was a broken person.
It devastated me. I lost control a little bit. I remember every time I got to a pool, the year after, I would see the building and just burst into tears. That was my entry into the building. The thing is too, I met him when he was just a kid, and I was his coach, but by the end I was his friend.
CJ started diving when he was 6 years old. So it was his whole life, it was our whole family life. It was everything. But it was a family onto itself too. And a family in a bigger way too, not just with his club, not just in Ontario. Diving, he had a family like all over the whole world. What I found from diving, and I think CJ found too, is that diving accepts everybody.
He was an athlete who cared about the coach, which is a not as rare as someone who doesn't care at all. But I mean, he would know my moods, and even when he was young, like 13 or 14, he would come up to me and say, "Hey Rob, you're getting a little crazy. You need to maybe chill out a little bit." So he was good at including people and also knowing when somebody needed maybe a little bit of a helping hand or a push or something like that.
He was mature, and he was able to talk me through things and to help me to get over those. It was supposed to be, and the mother's supposed to be the good person.
When I came here, I was a real crazy, loud coach, and I think he helped me become a little less loud. Although you still need the loud sometimes. That's part of it.
In probably about June, he came to me and said that he felt that he needed to get back into diving. By then he had stopped for a year or so, and he said, I just want to change. I want to start living my life cleaner and better. I want to exercise. I want to eat right. I want to get back on the diving boards. I think if I do all those things, then I will be able to reach my goal of the Olympics. And by July, he was ready to tell his coach that I'm ready to get back onto the boards. So for him, what the Phoenix was that whole change, the whole looking at life in a new way. Do you know the legend of the Phoenix, right? Rising from the ashes. That's how he felt about that. I would give everything for Siege not to have died. And I think that he had such an impact on people that he knew that could have continued on for years. And I really, that is such, I tried not to say the word regret. It's not good to have regrets about what happened. But I am grateful that because of the way he lived his life, that the lessons he imparted are still impactful to other people.
He was taken too soon. And I wish he was still here. But other than that, I don't really know what else to say about him. He was an amazing person.
Yeah, no, well, I'm trying to rub it into my hair. Don't rub it in.